Welcome back, everyone, to another episode here. Today, we are back with another team overview for every team in the CDL. Make sure to go down in the description and join the Discord channel, and my Twitch is also linked down there too. We have been trying to stream at least once, twice a week, so it'd be nice if you guys could show some love down there, and we'll get right into it. The team we're going over today is the Seattle Surge. The roster previous had consist of Abuza, which has a .96, and Hardpoint a 1.18, and S&D a .89 in control, Brezzy a .88 in Hardpoint, a .96, and S&D and a .7 in control, then Hook with a .92 in Hardpoint, a .90 in S&D, and .93 in control, and RCDs with a .94 in Hardpoint, 1.04 in S&D, and .88 in control. So if you just hear the stats right there, you would think this team is doing really bad, and that's what they are. They are really banking off their Stage 1 performance when they had Illy. Their Stage 2 was horrendous. In the comms, they sound like a two-man team, where Brezzy and Abuza are like one team, and then the other is RCDs and Hook. They only won 3 respawns throughout the second stage. And these stats are mainly just from Major 2 quals because Major 1 they had Illy, so like a lot of their S&D stats were really inflamed because Illy was so good and like brought them up and so much. And Hardpoint, their KD is not good, but they're not every bottom. Like they're not in the bottom of everything, but they're like 8th, around 8th in most. But they are last in score per game, which I thought was very interesting, because that just means like they're just trying to kill whore. I mean, they do suck at respawn. That also means that, but that means they are kill whoring rather than getting in the hill. But when you have like a RCDs that's not getting in the hill, and you have a Hook that does not get in the hill, that doesn't help. I feel like RCD should have gotten the hill way more than what he did, and that would have really helped them. And S&D, all their stats are around 8th, too. Since Illy left, they just have not been the same. When a S&D superstar and like a guy with a 1.0 across the board leaves, I mean, yeah, you're going to drop off a little bit. And then in control, they might be worst control team I've ever seen. During the qualifiers, they played like high rise, and like the other, I forget if it was like New York or Carolina, but like they were capturing the A zone and they didn't react until like the 2 ticks were like up, and then they finally like, oh, let's go over there. We should probably like, keep them off of it. And I have no idea like how they lay out their map. Like on high rise, it sounds like, okay, you two are going this way, you two are going that way, and that's your zone. I'm going to hold my zone, I'm going to hold your zone. Or you're going to hold your zone, I'm going to hold my zone. And that's how like they played the control, and that's just not how you can play it. Where do they go from here? I first had questions on is Illy returning, or if Illy does come back, do you like sell Abuza? Because like there is money, like Surge could make money off of him, and that's one thing. A lot of these teams are struggling for money, so it would be nice for them to earn that money back. And like last year, they could have sold Pred, even though they were a good team, so I get why they didn't. But they could have sold Pred. Well, this year they can, so it's like, but that's not the way they're going, and I'm glad because they actually want to compete. So I'm glad they're trying to compete. And since Illy is going to another team now, which we'll get into the next video after this one, it seemed like when Brezzy came in originally, it was a comfort pick for Abuza, but Abuza's still not frying. Like, I thought when Brezzy came in, Abuza would be a beast. In S&D, he's doing great, but Respawn, he's still not there. Hopefully with this new team, he can find that. He can be the main AR since they dropped RCDs. He can be that main AR and really be that best. He was the best Challengers AR last year in Challengers, so hopefully he can be a pretty solid AR this year now, especially being the main now. I think the main problem is that Arceus and Abusa is playing slow while Hook is playing at such a fast pace. That's a disconnect because Brezzy is doing his best to like try to fill in, try to play up with Hook to get his trade, or him or Hook to get his trade, or he gets Hook's trade, but he can't, or he's trying to play back with the ARs, but whatever it is, he's leaving someone out to dry. So I think that's a big problem was the pacing of the team. Like for the Skid Row, in the comms they were saying play it slow out of the P2 because it was P5 and they were dying. So like, hey, play slow. And then Hook just decides to jump out and then they lose all map control. Like Arceus died and then Hook died right after that. And it was like, you guys could have just stayed alive. Like Arceus, I get him dying because like he was up top in a gunfight, but Hook could have just stayed down. But he chowed out for no reason. I mean, I know we all make mistakes while playing, but like that, there's been a lot throughout a lot of maps that Hook will just challenge any gunfight that he just thinks he can take. His interactions are so much higher than all his teammates because he is dying, and by the time he dies off spawn, his teammates are just getting there and he can reinforce with them. But just because you have a lot of interactions doesn't mean you're a good player. Just because like you get a lot of gunfights doesn't mean you're winning every single gunfight. And if you slow down, you would be maybe a better player. After Arceus has been dropped, he needs to find himself because the last couple years it has been rough. He has talked about his mental. He needs to have a sit down, just kind of think. It's good to see him in a challengers team now and like actually has that passion, but like the passion should be there when you're playing, not just when you get dropped. So that is one thing that they just is kind of weird, I think, because like you think that you would have that passion, especially being in the top, being one of the top pros. You think you'd have that, especially when you're from like Atlanta FaZe and all them. But it seems like someone has ignited that fire since he's been dropped, so that's exciting to see. I was thinking like they needed just some slang, so I'm glad. I mean, Arceus was playing okay. He was playing better, but they needed a big move. They needed to make Abusa comfortable because Abusa is probably the future of this team. So it'd be awesome to see him make him comfortable and do what they can for him. And to back up the OBJ play, the two SMGs on Surge are dead last. Like Hook and Brezzy. Hook is last and Brezzy is third to last. And Abusa is actually the one getting the most on the hill time. So I think Arceus needs to be the one getting in the hill. Brezzy and Abusa, they can cover. They can hit the, pan off from each other. Like, okay, Abusa's got his cover, but then Brezzy can come in, help with the hill time, get out, and then Hook hits the flanks. Abusa being the best challenger AR last year, he should not be soaking hill time, especially when they cannot compete in the kill department right now. Like, how do you have Abusa getting all the hill time? Arceus needs to adjust to that Octane role where he is the hill kitten, because he's just not putting down damage right now, and I think Abusa could be the one putting down damage. Brezzy's overall KD is a .8, which is, at the moment, around 52nd out of 56 players that has played this season, so that is a scary sight to see. Hopefully he can get more comfortable during this stage. And this team just does not play well together, but they had a couple rumors of like Cobra coming into play, and that could set up basically their team from last year where Abusa, Brezzy, Cobra, and Lens was on it, but instead of Lens, it'll be Hook now. Cobra can be the fast-paced AR for Abusa, and can just set up. This is a very exciting move, I think, because that'll give more comfortability to Abusa and Brezzy. And I know Hook would be kind of the outcast there, and that's a kind of weird fit with Hook. But there's also a rumor that they might be picking 04 up because I saw on Twitter or X that Dak is on a Challengers team now, and 04 is not on that gunless Challengers team. So that is a interesting pickup because that would be a high upside pick because he looks really good. Like I watched him on Twitch when he streams ranked playing that. He looks like a really solid player, and he could really help this squad get kills. And that is what this team has to kind of focus on, is getting better in the respawns. If they get better in respawns, they will be all right. But if they don't get any better in the respawns, that it's going to be another long major. And I hope Abuza returns to form where he can start slaying out, showing why he was the best challengers player last year. Because right now, he's a good player, but he's not showing that takeover power that everyone thought he has or say he has. He needs to really bring that out in the gameplay. So I'm super excited about that. Let me know down below what you guys think their record's going to be. Are they going to improve? Are they going to go downhill even more? And that will be all for this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Good. One big cut.
Dude, I keep fucking getting these lag spikes, dude. I don't know why.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
Ah, I got
your
his ass. He
cross.
was confused. One more's that way.
Got him.
Oh, he's so weak over there by DVDs in front of it. No way.
Dead.
Oh,
Front dead.
go new. I've been really bad at throwing grenades lately. Damn it, I even killed myself with it. Fuck. Wow. That's pretty good.
Okay, one went back. He went back broken. He went back broken. He's dead.
Secure the target area.
Fuck.
Top van.
Dead. One more's out there somewhere. Oh, he's up top broken. Middle. Oh, jeez. Oh, there. Catch.
Well, ammo my fucking Renetti. Thank you.
Oh, shit. I might have just grenaded
One.
teammate.
A couple times.
One more, left side by dumpster.
Then,
Get you.
Dead. I think they still have spawns. For P2.
holy
Yeah.
crap. I mean,
Yeah, we do.
we've had some easy games tonight.
Dude, I'm ass
Jeez,
right
we
now.
are just-
Be honest, be honest, be
One's
honest.
coming around on DVD. One's coming around DVD. We flipped spawns actually. That's great. John, did you do that?
No.
You sneaky. Sneaky.
Oh my god. Just farming the duck.